Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I got my Tesla back from the repair shop for a few weeks now. If you remember from my previous video, on the passenger side, everything got crashed. So let me show you a quick clip. Now everything is fixed. I will go through the whole process with you guys. And let's get started while testing out the latest FSD. Let's take a look. This is version 14.2.2.5. This is the latest FSD software I have. And I already put destination. Let's get started. So first thing back then, if you remember, the car actually slipped on the ice, couldn't stop in time, caused a car accident. So once that happens, the first thing is to exchange insurance information with the other person. In my case, in Michigan, it's a non-fault state. So it doesn't matter whose fault, you will contact your own insurance company to get reimbursed. Ooh, that's a lot of sun. So I basically contact my own insurance company, and after that, give them the information, create a case number. What's happening second day is there will be an adjuster call you to get more information. She or he will ask more information about where the accident happens, what exactly happened, what time, location, if anybody got injured, things like that. After the adjuster contact me, they will schedule a date, actually appraise the car, kind of like make sure it's not a fraud. They will actually come to a body shop or wherever your car is at that time after the accident to check the car, give an estimate. So they are really experienced person. They can go wherever the car is, so it doesn't have to be at home. They can go anywhere. Basically just need to give them an address, and they will just look at the car to see how much is being damaged. So at the end, the estimate, it was I think $14,000 to fix a car. So they also give me options, on the phone call to pick any repair shop. Actually, it doesn't have to be in the network. The benefits is if it's in the network, they don't have to pre-approval how much costs to fix a car. So if it's not in the network, if it's cost $10,000, they need to send a quote to them. They have to approve it, and then they will get the money to fix it. That's the main difference. So in my case, I didn't go to a in the network Tesla repair shop because the only option for me, it was go to a Tesla Collision Center, which I had to wait until early March. That was 8 weeks just waiting in the queue. Or I could go to a Tesla Authorized repair shop. So I went to Tesla website, look up the Tesla Authorized repair shop, and this is the one I found. It's called Crash Champion. So this is the place I went to fix my car. There are actually multiple locations. Not every location they fix Tesla. Only at a certain location they fix Tesla cars. The benefits going through a Tesla Authorized repair shop is when they order the parts, they are from Tesla, it's OEM, and it's under the Tesla vehicle's warranty. If anything happens, it's still under the warranty. Okay, anyway, so back to the process. After I got an estimate from the adjuster, I sent my car to the Crash Champion. It took about 4 weeks to fix the car. Actually, during this process, they had to contact the insurance 2 times to get a supplement. When you just look at the car's damage, you can see what's being damaged from outside the car, but there are more internal damage, which is inside, and you couldn't really see it. So during this repair process, they found out more damages. So they have to contact the insurance to get more money to fix it, like those hidden damages. All right, so in total, this is the bill I got from Tesla Authorized Repair Shop. And in total, there are actually 3 pages, 132 lines. Let me just give you guys a summary at the end for the parts. The total cost, $9,000. I'm just going to round up to the total number since to make it easier. right? Let's make it easier. So total part cost $9,000. The labor for the body, $3,200. For refinish for the labor, $2,300. And mechanical labor, $600. And for paint material, $1,300. So the total came out after tax, $17,000. That's crazy. So out of the $17,000, almost half of the cost, they are labor costs. Okay, almost half, I would say. So the labor is really expensive. If you can buy your own parts, you don't have insurance, you can definitely just do the whole thing by yourself. Everything could be fixed even less than $9,000 for the parts. But in my case, I also have to pay the deductible. Everybody's deductible is different. So I paid the deductible and the insurance covered all the rest of the parts. So yeah, this is the total cost for the repair a Tesla. Especially, you guys see what happened. It was not a big accident, but the car impacted, caused a lot of damage on the front. So there are a lot of things to replace. During the whole process, the repair shop will just contact the insurance company directly. They will talk to each other by themselves. So there's no point they contact you. After the car is ready, and they will call you to go pick it up. So what I did was, actually I didn't just pick up the car, sign the paper, I went to do an inspection first. You want to check how good they fix the car. In my case, I found there are some panel gaps on the passenger side, driver side. It's kind of large panel gaps. It was not like that. I know my car pretty well. So here's a picture. I actually took some pictures. Yep, you can see from those pictures, the panel gap is kind of big. After I told them that, they say, okay, come back maybe next day. They will get their technicians to fix those panel gaps. And the next day, I won't rush them. You want them to take their sweet time to fix it correctly. And then I went there, did a second inspection. Everything was fixed. Make sure my front was able to close, open, no noise. Everything was good. And then I sent the paper, paid the deductible to them, and it's all done. So this is the end of the whole process. So a quick recap. First thing, call your insurance company, get a case number. Adjuster will come in to do an estimate, and in the meantime, you can find your repair shop, get estimated, and just wait. After everything is done, do an inspection, and pay the deductible. That's it. So everything sounds pretty simple, right? But it's sometimes kind of stressful, especially right after you had a car accident, you don't know what to do. I had to look it up online. I had to call somebody, trying to figure out the whole process. It's just kind of frustrating. We just got this car not too long ago and just had a car accident. So this is not something that you want this to happen. That's why everybody should be driving carefully. Doesn't matter whose fault, right? Just driving protectively. They think somebody driving crazy, stay away from them. You don't want to wait like 4 weeks without a car, or you have to pay for the rental. This is not convenient for anybody. But yeah, that's a whole process. With my insurance, with my process for the repairs and the total cost. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see the latest FSD is still pretty good. I don't see any issues. Actually there was a trash bag the other day was flying on the road. The car just drive around trying to dodge it. So that was quite interesting. Alright, so this is pretty much the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave in the comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.